My name is Tommy Van Dyne. I am currently a student at Wheaton College in Massachusetts. I only knew Rick Brito for 2 years, but under his instruction and guidance, my musical vocabulary and understanding grew tremendously. This is a digital story dedicated to his memory. Richard Allen Brito was born on July 16, 1955. From an early age, he had a passion for music. He began playing the clarinet at age 5, and by age 12, he had already learned the tenor saxophone, the organ, and the piano. In his teens, he joined a band called Satori. Something that I found interesting was the band's motto: "There is no boundary line to art. Music is your own experience, your thoughts, your wisdom. If you don't live it, it won't come out of your horn." This is a famous quote by the great alto saxophonist of the bebop era, Charlie Parker. This is a mantra that I believe Rick followed throughout his life. Many of my peers and I imagined that when Rick was not at Wheaton giving private lessons or teaching classes, he was at his home in New Bedford, just wailing away on his saxophone. And when he needed to take a break, he would just play more saxophone. As Rick became more and more of a prominent figure in the New Bedford music scene, he began to receive quite a bit of recognition. He was written about in the Cape Verdean News, as well as the Monterey Herald. Headlines like "Swing Time in Monterey" and "Boston Quintet" enlivened the local jazz scene followed Rick after every performance. Rick was not only a great musician, but also a great teacher. He always pushed me in lessons to read more about jazz theory and play music more often. Frequently, our lessons would go past the prescribed hour for as much as 30 minutes. In my 2 years with Rick, I learned more and played more than I had in the 10 years since I first took up the alto saxophone. Many events have been held in the New Bedford area to memorialize Rick since his passing on August 7, 2012. UMass Dartmouth, a college at which Rick Brito taught for a number of years, held a performance jazz series where musicians like Matt Richard, Frank Wilkins, and Bill Fanning performed in his honor. The First Unitarian Church of New Bedford had a showcase of Rick's music, featuring many of the musicians that Rick had played with over the years. Events like these show that though Rick will be missed, his memory will be cherished by those who knew him and communicated to those who did not.